Hello and welcome to episode 28 of Battlefield 4 News, and today we've got a series of small stories and rumours that don't really warrant a show of their own, so I've bundled a bunch of them together into this episode. So here we can see a screenshot of the German version of Origin, and it appears to give away the release date of the Second Assault DLC as the 18th of February 2014. Now this was taken down pretty soon afterwards, and neither DICE nor EA have confirmed that this is the date. So take this one with a pinch of salt, but it's probably a good indicator that Second Assault is coming out very soon. DICE put up on its blog the question and answer session with Alan Kertz on gameplay balancing, and it's a complete waste of time. There were hundreds of questions fired at him, and there were some really good ones in there, but what we got was a bunch of bland questions. These are the kind of questions that a really suck-up journalist would ask in a bad magazine. You know, the kind of thing you get in a newspaper that's trying to cover gaming, to be hip and trendy. What is your vision for the game's multiplayer? It must be really hard to balance everything. Why do snipers and hand grenades leave smoke trails? Why isn't there a ghillie suit? Why is the mobile anti-aircraft there when there's lots of other things that can shoot down aircraft? Why were smart weapons introduced? And how do you determine the unlock order of the main weapons and sidearms? Seriously, those were the best questions you thought that were on that list. And my favourite question for the forums, and one I would love to know the answer to, is why was support given C4? They've got the mortar and the UCAV, and then they also get the C4. But the engineer has no anti-infantry option for his second slot. He can take an RPG, but surely it would have made more sense to give the engineer C4 than it does to give the support, who can automatically reload it. If you want to read his answers, you can do so on the forum, but trust me, they're as bland and boring as the questions are. The second Ask DICE has just gone up, and this time it's Linnea Harrison, who is a developer and designer and artist on multiplayer levels. So perhaps we can ask who made the choices for the Second Assault DLC levels, because they weren't the ones the players picked. There was a survey as to what levels people would like back, and DICE seemed to pretty much ignore it and came up with a choice of 4 of their own. The DICE community mission hasn't finished yet, but we have reached the 10 million target, and they're going to announce the result officially on the 11th, and the Battle Pack reward will come out on the 20th. Premium members have got a new Premium Member Battle Pack, and in that is the Second Assault dog tags. So you have a generic Second Assault one, and then one for each of the levels. Coming up in February we also have a premium camo, and there's a premium event scheduled for the end of this month. And that will most likely be the second of the double XP weekends. In news more general to Battlefield, we have the release of Battlefield 1942 as a free download on Origin. Now please bear in mind this is a game that's 12 years old and is probably only for the nostalgia junkies. If you haven't played Battlefield 1942, I wouldn't really look at it. It's a horrible 4x3 game with terrible graphics, but for those of us who played the original, it's quite fun to take a look back. So that's it for this episode of Battlefield 4 News. Like I say, it's just lots of little stories, and it's worthwhile keeping your eye out for any news on Second Assault, because if that leaked screenshot is right, then it will be out next Tuesday, so that's the 18th. But I will keep you updated as to when the official release is announced. Thanks for watching.